What is up? It's Dre Trades, and today we are going to talk about Tesla. Let's try to make it real quick. I want to bring up the daily, the monthly, and the weekly, right? The weekly month. Let's just look at some charts and see what's going on with this stock, because this stock is a freight train, and if you're on the wrong side of it, up or down, you get destroyed. So you almost got to just pick your side and ride with it. So right now I'm looking at Tesla. I'm looking at the daily charts, and I just want to draw some quick lines. And I'm kind of doing this live, but even though you're going to see it as a pre-recorded video. So here is a basically obvious level of support. I'm not getting a lot of touches, but you can see it's in its area. Like, these are higher, but I got a touch here, almost a touch there, slightly higher here, touch here, touch here, touch here, touch here. So the more touches, right, on a support line, the more valid, the more firm that is. And that line is just about, I'm showing like 197. Let's just call it 200. I like to round my supports up to round numbers if I can. So 200. Tesla's trading at 177.90. So I'm going to keep that in effect. And here is some moving averages that I got going on. This is the 9 and the 20, and the other one is the Bollinger Band, because I'm using Bollinger Bands right now. Don't use it much, but I got them on because I like looking at the volatility squeezes. Like, you had a squeeze right here, which is really causing this blow off, right? Anytime you have a squeeze, and you'll get that volatility expansion. You can see it like squeeze here, and then when it finally breaks out, you get a nice little move. It's a way to kind of time moves, right? Squeeze here, it came out, and then it just starts expanding. And this one, these are to the downside, but this one is to the upside. So let's go ahead and just draw another line. It's a downtrend, right? This is a downtrend that is actually broken, and that downtrend starts about, well, it was going down further, but just recently here, 921 for the last several months, man. Tesla's just been going down. Anyway, the high here was 315, and just wow, right? So we do got a breakout of that downtrend, of the recent downtrend, and let's just see how high it can get. But looking at these dailies, right, we got the breakout, and it looks like it's going to struggle right here at the 200 area, right? 197, 198, 199, 200. Let's go ahead and bring up the weekly and see what we can see. I like going into different time frames because you could see, you want to see the small picture and you want to see the big picture. Now, of course, we could do the minute, we could do the hourly, the 4 hour chart. If you're trying to trade real quick in and outs, those are the charts that you want to look at. But I like looking at these. So you can see here's the support line we drew with that chart. Daily went up to here, but I can extend it, right? And it kind of, I'm looking at the wrong thing here. Let me get my other line. I can extend it, and it kind of does something like that, right? So a little miss, little undershoots here, right? But I like to call that recent support of 200. And you can see we're even moving in here. Let me zoom in here. We're still coming up on the support. So nothing different from the weekly. What I see here is looking at the stochastic, right? In the weekly, when you're looking at longer time frames, the moves will last longer, right? So this is really looking at the stochastic, the beginning of a move that might have some sustainability to it, right? So it's coming out of the oversold area, and let me see if I can zoom in for here real quick. I got, I got to work on my charts. And you can see well, maybe here, let me remove this. You can see how the lines are separating, and to me, that's going to give you more momentum going to the upside. I really like to see those lines spread apart, right? I don't want to really see them too close together, but it is starting to spread, and it is starting to point towards the upside. I mean, this thing, the one thing that bothers me, it's so hard to trade Tesla. Well, it just moves so fast. I mean, the thing is up 77% for the most part in like a couple of weeks. That's crazy for this kind of market cap stock. It's trading like a small cap stock, like a penny stock, and it's just moving and moving hard. Everyone loves this stock. So anyway, this is the weekly. Nothing's really different. Let's go back. Wait, hold on. this is what I want to show you on the daily real quick, and I'm actually going to remove all these drawings real quick. Let's see if I can move clear drawing set. There we go. All right. Notice the downtrend and look at the lines converging, all doing that crossover. That is also a sign of trend change. You notice you don't see that. You don't really see that until right here, right? And then you can see how it went to the downside and, right here, right? So we're kind of getting that at the low turning to the upside. So that's actually good news. Now let's go. I want to show you that on the daily. So let's go to the monthly and see what we can see. Now the monthly shows you the real clear picture of what's going on. So let's go ahead and put that trend line back. That's right here around the 200. Notice this candle. This is a serious emotional candle. One of the highest volume that we have had since, go way back here, of March 21. Just last month, we had more volume since March 21. And the high of this candle is 198.02. Notice that it's the same the resistance that we are looking for. So that 198.02, 200 area, let's call it, is going to be critical. So when you're looking at that, you're looking at the stochastic is not really turning up yet. And if I also draw this line like this, right? I could draw like this. This could be the primary downtrend, and this could be the secondary. I'm gonna have to like zoom in my head in. Let me zoom the chart in real quick so we can see what's happening here. And you can see it's just about to bump up to that resistance. So technically, looking at the monthly, it's still in a downtrend, right? So where is it stop? Right there, right where I got that circle. So I think the high of last month, I think that 200 resistance right here, and also the downtrend, it all intersects right here. So therefore, I think this is critical, right? The proper move will be to sell, right? Because it's got to prove itself, right? It's got to prove that it's gonna break out. It's gonna prove that, hey, I'm going up, baby. Anyway, so once it breaks out of there, look out, man. It be talking about new levels. But if it turns around, the downtrend could continue, and maybe we could test these lows. But because this is just one green candle, right? This is definitely was oversold. You get a little bounce, and it might continue to the downside. But to sum it up, it's a nice move. Look at the volume also coming off the low, right? Look at the volume. The last time we had volume like that was December of 2020, right? So this is great volume coming off the low. And guess what? There's still a couple more trading days left. Let me see, two more. Tuesday closes out this monthly candle, and we still got more volume to go. So it'd be interesting to look at. I'm gonna have to do a video for sure at the end of Tuesday to see what this volume bar looks like and what the final candle looks like. But definitely a bullish candle forming here, coming up towards, I think, that resistance. I'm going to say it's 200, but it's probably going to be a little shy at that 198, 197, 196. Don't know when it gets there. Could get there tomorrow. Could get there in the overnight session when the market opens. I don't know, man. But I think we're going to see. I think the freight train comes into the station somewhere around there. We'll either go down or sideways a little bit. I definitely don't see it blowing through that. So maybe we could sell some covered calls right there as it approaches and maybe get some money. Very dangerous with this stock because you could lose your shares like I did. Oh my gosh. I hate doing any options plays in Tesla, but you make money with that. This stock moves. It moves, and if you're on the right side of the trade, you will make money. If you on the wrong side of the trade, you will get wrecked. All right, so this is the video. Tell me how you like it. Subscribe, comment, and let's talk about Tesla if you have any questions. Thanks for watching. This is Dre Trade, and I'm out. Peace.